What attracted you most to the automotive industry?
To be honest, at school I didn't do fantastically well. I had a family mentor of mine after graduation quiz me about what is it that I could be interested in doing after school. And he referred to it as the career wheel. After work for the day, I had a full-time job at the time, I would come to him with a new idea. This is what I may want to do, where can I go, who can I talk to? You know, he had a lot of exposure to a lot of industries. In fact, he's actually a client of ours today. And I said to him, I'm really interested in engines. That is fundamentally, that is what I enjoy most. And he said, you know what, Pierre, people want to pay you for that interest. People will be able to provide you with the training and develop you into being a technician and being an expert in that field. And in fact, he gave me a contact detail at Detroit Diesel to contact the salesperson that he was dealing with our company at the time. I made that phone call, and that's where I ended up getting into the industry.
Which sector of the automotive industry are you from?
We are an engine manufacturer, so we specialise in heavy diesel power solutions. So we specialise majorly in the products that we develop.
And you're based whereabouts?
We are in Brisbane, in Archerfield Road at Richlands.
So you're currently undertaking the Queensland Apprenticeship Ambassador program. Which part of this program have you found that's been most beneficial to you?
Most beneficial, and what I have taken the most out of is probably my conflict resolution. Being able to understand people's perspectives, understand why they make the decisions they do at times and how to handle them. Being able to be a little more fluid in understanding and putting myself into their shoes. You know, I'm exposed to a lot of customers on a day-to-day basis. As a customer, I have to be able to understand what his problem is and how I need to solve it. So I think that is probably what I've gained the most out of in this program.
And what advice would you give to someone who was contemplating a career in the automotive industry?
In this industry, you will definitely have the opportunity to develop your own career. You'll be able to specialise in many aspects of the company or within the industry. I suggest taking control of your own learning in the industry. Your training provider will provide you opportunities, but go over and beyond what they expect from you. Indulge yourself in the literature, in the facilities you have available to you. Just absorb all of that information to become an expert and eventually have people ask you questions and you provide them with solutions.
And finally, with undertaking your apprenticeship and other training that you have done, where do you see yourself heading in this industry? What's your career objective?
Based on what apprentices need to achieve in their apprenticeship, I'd like to work towards helping other apprentices achieve what I have. I want to work towards being a technical advisor for our product in our company. When other people have challenges and problems, I want them to be able to come to me and we can provide them a solution when nobody else can. That's what I want to work towards.
Thank you. So Paul, what attracted you to the automotive industry?
I had a lot of influence by my father at a young age because he's been into trucks and driving and owning. While I was at school, I did a lot of work with him. Then I did a lot of work experience when I was at school to double check that's really what I wanted to do, and I've ended up here.
Did you do any modules in high school to get you on your path?
No, I didn't really do any. I did work experience, a lot of it, to make sure that's actually what I wanted to do.
Well, where do you see yourself going now when you've finished your apprenticeship?
Short-term goal would be working towards the leading hand. Long-term goal, I'd like to be in the training sector. Brown Hurley have their own training facilities. I'd like to be a trainer for Brown Hurley.
You're currently undertaking the Queensland Ambassador Apprenticeship program. Which part of this program have you found that's been most beneficial for you?
Would have to be probably the communication side of things. Before coming here, I didn't really know how to communicate with my colleagues, etc. But now I know how to communicate with my colleagues and get more out of them, which will be good if I want to become a leading hand That way I know how to communicate a bit better with them and get the most out of their skills.
So what advice would you give to someone who was contemplating an apprenticeship in the automotive industry?
Be certain that's what you want to do, because you don't want to waste 4 years of your life doing something you don't want to do. And if you're into it, make sure you do a lot of outside skills. Make sure you are committed to what you want to do, and do a lot of training where you can, and take opportunities when they arise. Don't second guess, because you've got nothing to lose.
Which sector of the automotive industry are you from?
I'm from the heavy commercial vehicle side of the industry. I work for Brown and Hurley. We only deal with Kenworth and DAF trucks, so we only deal with the heavy transport industry itself. We're based at Darra on Ipswich Road. We're the main dealership of South Queensland, Northern New South Wales.
Thank you. Ken, what attracted you to the automotive industry?
What attracted me was, as a young age, I've always grew up with a passion, just loving cars and, seeing how they work, and I've always wanted to know how to fix them myself.
So which sector of the automotive industry are you from?
I'm from the heavy vehicle road transport side of things. I'm currently studying as a diesel technician.
And whereabouts are you undertaking your apprenticeship?
I'm learning my trade through Brisbane Isuzu Archerfield.
And when you finish your apprenticeship, where do you see yourself heading?
I see myself as being an apprentice mentor, also just giving advice to apprentices and questions that they might give me, and as well as me telling them how to undertake jobs and how to tackle big jobs.
You're currently undertaking this program, which is the Queensland Automotive Ambassador program. What have you found so far has been most beneficial for you?
Most beneficial would be customer service, as that's the main key to keeping customers coming back to our dealership.
So what advice would you give to someone who is contemplating an apprenticeship in the automotive industry?
I'll tell them to work hard, take advice as gold, and go to work every single day, and make sure you've learned one new thing every single day.
What attracted you to the automotive industry?
I was always good with my hands as a kid, and I was always making things and like billy carts, and I always had a great passion for cars, and so I got an apprenticeship in the automotive industry.
Did you do any modules in high school towards that apprenticeship?
Not towards the automotive industry, but I did do an engineering course, which did help a lot because you use a lot of metal, and you do a bit of mechanical in that course, so it was great.
Which sector of the automotive industry are you working in?
I'm in the light vehicle industry, which is cars and light trucks. Diesel, petrol, common rail diesel. We get a very vast range.
So where are you undertaking your apprenticeship?
I'm at Neil's Automotive in Browns Plains. It's just a private workshop. The benefits you get from that is a vast range of cars and trucks other than just one brand.
You're currently undertaking the Queensland Automotive Apprenticeship Ambassador program. What have you found has been most beneficial to you?
I found the program to be fantastic. The most beneficial things that have come out of it is my communication skills and my confidence. That helps me in my business with phone manner and just basically talking to the customer.
So where do you see yourself heading after your apprenticeship?
After my apprenticeship, I'm hoping to move into heavy haulage or diesel fitting, which will allow me to get into a company that's slightly larger and move up in the company, maybe into a management role or something like that.
What advice would you give to a future apprentice?
The advice I'd give is don't be afraid of the apprenticeship and learn as much as you possibly can while you're doing the trade, because you'll come out the other end a better person.
Thank you.
What have you got out of this program that you really enjoyed?
I got a lot of things out of this program. The thing I enjoyed the most was Karen from the Anti-Discrimination Council come out and speak to us, taught us the ins and outs of the anti-discrimination and what is and what's not right in the workplace, and it's very relevant within our industry.
We as a group are very appreciative of the professional training that we've received. It will really offer us some great skills to take back to the workplace, and it's a big step forward in a positive way to getting our industry to be more credible.
What I enjoyed mostly was Jason from Toastmasters. He basically taught us to how to go about public speaking and how to, overcome that.
It's been great having Dr. Irene Yushenshaw teaching us with her creative and interactive teachings. It's made the course very enjoyable and I've learned a lot out of it, and I think the whole group has learned a lot as well.